Hello everyone, my name is Fred, and in this video, I'll show you how to save a ton of time creating a stylized environment and reveal my secret approach to quickly creating 3D content. Let's get started. First, I simply generate rock references. For this, you can use any neural network that works with images. Now let's transfer the images to Photoshop. This reference has a lot of pictures, so we can choose the best ones and cut them out using the lasso tool. Now I create a separate square-sized file where I transfer our rock image. Let's enlarge the stone image so that it fills all the empty space. Using the fill tool, we fill the bottom layer with gray to get rid of the white areas. Now we type Hitem3D in the browser and go to the site. Hitem3D is a powerful neural network for creating high-quality 3D models and textures. It has quite simple and understandable controls and settings. Let me tell you more about it. At the top, we have several tabs. Creative Space is a workspace so nothing distracts you from creating your models. In the Assets tab, your personal projects are saved, which you can edit and refine at any time. Also, the Hitem3D team has taken care to record many useful tutorial videos, which you can find in the Learn tab. Let's go back to the main page, and as you can see, several 3D models are already available to you, divided into different categories. This will help inspire you before work and ensure the quality of Hitem3D generation. There is also a bar on the left side for immediate generation. Let me go to Creative Space so we don't get distracted by other 3D models and show you the generation process. The image to 3D parameter is a quick approach to generating from just one image. It's perfect for those who don't like to bother with preparing images. And the multi-view to 3D parameter is a more advanced format that allows you to create an exact copy of your images. Let's upload our main reference here, and to get different angles from all sides, just click the Generate Multi-Image button. And we just have to wait a little. This is because Hitem3D has a built-in Nano Banana 2 neural network that allows you to edit your images in real time without switching to other sites. You can select one or more images and enter any request to change your images. Note that this feature is also paid with tokens. In our case, generating all angles cost only 8 tokens. Now let's move on to the main parameters. The Remote Background button allows you to automatically remove the background from the image during generation, and the Image Enhancement parameter automatically refines small details during 3D model generation. Personally, I really like that Hitem3D has an extremely intuitive UI and additional tips. For generating the rock, I will use the latest version of Model 2.1, but you also have the option to switch to earlier versions. In the Model Type section, you can choose the generation process, fast or quality. This will affect the generation time and the quality of the model's detailing. A new feature was added recently, and that's texture generation for your models. Right now, I want to choose simple model creation without textures because we'll go over this feature in more detail later. You also have two types of licenses available. The first type is considered public, and your models will become publicly accessible, while the second type is private, and all your projects will be available only to you. Let's enable advanced settings and scroll down a bit. Now we can adjust the geometry of the future model. In the model geometry parameters, there are two values. The first is view aligned, suitable for basic generations, and the second is canonical pose, more suitable for generating characters and objects for 3D printing with higher quality topology. This turquoise slider is responsible for the poly count of the generated 3D model. If you need a more optimized model, just reduce this value. You also have additional features available, such as mesh repair and automatic UV unwrapping. I'll turn off the UV mapping because it will be generated on the textures later. The setup functions are quite simple and won't cause you any difficulties. When everything is ready, just click the turquoise generation button, and note that the cost is only 10 tokens. While the 3D model generation process is underway, I'm happy to inform you. The first 200 users who register using my referral link in the description will receive up to 500 tokens in their main balance. Quickly go to the description and click the link. Our rock has been generated, and as you can see, additional parameters have appeared in this window. We can fully rotate our model and look at the result. Let's look at the bottom bar. The print button allows us to export our model directly to the slicer for 3D printing, but we'll return to the editing and texturing functions a bit later. For example, the segmentation button will help you segment your model into different parts, and also note that we have 3 free attempts to regenerate your model. I've already used one of them, and if you share your 3D model on social networks, you'll get 200 tokens added to your balance. It's really cool that Hitem3D offers such a great opportunity to top up your balance just for a repost. But let's still return to the edit button and click on it. A new window opens with our model, where we can make precise adjustments. I was really surprised by the editing features, and you'll understand why now. Let's go to the edit menu, and the first feature is Sculpt Mod, which has several brushes that you can use to adjust your 3D model. And to undo an action, you can click this arrow or use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl and Z. This mode contains basic brushes that will help you perform the main actions with the model. Very convenient. The next feature is related to drawing, and you can draw an ID card for your 3D model inside Hitem3D. This is great for 3D printing and segmenting the model. There's also a palette here so you can choose any colors. The last feature in the edit section is mask painting. You can easily mask any area of the model to make it easier to make changes using the sculpt mode. Let's move on to the next section, Smart Tools. And the first feature is the ruler. It's perfect for measuring your model by skipping files. In the upper left corner, there are also quick useful functions that allow you to scale, move, and rotate the object. So you can first measure the model and then enlarge or reduce it if necessary. The next tool is the knife, which is great for cutting the 3D model. Sometimes there are situations where the bottom of the model needs to be flat. You can change the axes for cuts, and with the cut position slider, you can more precisely set the cutting line. Decimate is probably the most necessary feature for 3D artists. I'm really glad that you can simplify the object's mesh inside Hitem3D with simple movements. Just set the required percentage, which is immediately converted into polygons, then press the button and wait literally a couple of seconds. After recalculating the mesh, be sure to press the apply button if, of course, you are satisfied with the result. During decimation, various artifacts may appear, so just in case, we can apply a repair. Just click the Repair button and also wait a few seconds. The editing mode is completely free, and tokens will not be deducted for your actions. And it's very convenient because you don't need to download files and make adjustments in various 3D programs. You can just do it inside Hitem3D. When our model is fully optimized and adjusted, we can safely export it. You can choose the export format that is more convenient for you, and if you are engaged in 3D printing, then immediately export it to your slicer. For further work with textures, we will need the OBJ format, which we simply download to our computer. I went back to Creative Space, and the next powerful section is Textures. Just select it on the left. You can texture absolutely any models, even those you created yourself, or choose existing models made in Hitem3D. We upload our optimized rock in the top field, and load the reference in the bottom field. The texturing function is completely new and was added recently, and I'm sure it will greatly improve in the future, but for now, there aren't many settings. You can also choose the model version and license. The main settings are the texture mode and shading intensity. The differences between these two modes are very simple. Vertex color is more suitable for 3D printing to segment your model. Therefore, to get beautiful textures, we use the basic texture mode. And the reduce shading parameter will help you manage shadows and saturation when creating your textures. If you set the value to 1, you'll have contrasting textures and deep shadows, and if to 0, you'll get a more subdued palette. The PBR function will add normal and roughness maps to your textures to achieve cooler effects when working with ray tracing. After we've set all the parameters, just click Generate. The textures for our rock have been generated, and I must say, they turned out pretty cool, especially if you look at the albedo map. It looks quite stylized and hand-painted. To export the model, I just click the green button at the bottom and choose the JLB format. This format easily loads into Unreal Engine and contains maps and materials for this model. Since today we will be assembling a small stone location, I spent some time off camera in Hitem3D and generated about 10 unique stylized rocks. Creating these models cost me about 500 credits. That's quite little, so let's move to Unreal and start assembling our location. I have prepared a separate folder for our rocks in advance, which contains folders for models, textures, and materials. Let's load our JLB file into the meshes folder. And since we will be working with nanites in this video, make sure you have nanites enabled when loading the object. I'm going to make a completely flat scene, so I delete the roughness map and extra maps labeled virtual texture. We also won't need the basic material for the rock because I assembled a separate material with virtual texture support. I duplicate the created material in advance, and let's return to our texture and assign it a name to avoid confusion in the project, and also move it to the corresponding texture folder. I change the map in the material instance to the new one and proceed to the rock settings. First, let's assign it a new material and set the collision so the character can move on it. As you can see, this rock has 60,000 triangles, but this doesn't affect performance at all because the Nanite system calculates the mesh differently. The main thing is that we have this function enabled, but I can say that it is enabled by default in Unreal Engine 5 and above. I also additionally enabled post processes so that the shadows of the rocks are lighter and have a color tint. With materials with virtual textures, we can set a smooth gradient that will pull light from our background. You can find a tutorial on creating this material on my Boosty, via the link in the description or by scanning this QR code. In this video, I explain in detail how to create a similar material that can pull light from your background. All that's left is to place our generated rocks on this small lawn. I can honestly say, I often use neural networks to generate images and 3D models because it saves a lot of time in various areas of the 3D industry. For example, 3D printing or creating locations for an animated cinematic becomes much faster. Or, as I showed today, you can save a ton of time on environment objects for your personal projects and games without worrying about optimization. Modern technology has advanced significantly, so there's no need to worry about polygon count and spend weeks creating each model. Hitem3D is my favorite among AI generators for creating 3D models. Remember, there's a link in the description that will give you 500 credits for your creative experiments. Let me know in the comments if you use neural networks in your work or if you still create 3D models manually. Well, I wish you creative success. This was Fred, see you soon.